relationship with Jaden, how that's coming along, him as the starter, but overall leader, and what you've seen in camp, with all the reps that have been going around for not only you but all the other wide receivers too.
Yeah, me and Jaden's connection has been growing for sure each and every day. Every time we step onto the practice field, we're just trying to get better, work on the things that we need to work on, and every time we just come out and be better than we did before.
Okay, how excited are you to maybe be the guy at the punt return spot this year? There's not a lot of competition in front of you.
Yeah, I'm just blessed to be in every position that the coaches put me in. Every time I'm out on the field, I just try to capitalize, just try to better the team in a positive way.
You look really natural out in practice doing that. How hard have you worked at that punt return game in the offseason?
Yeah, it's many reps for sure. A lot of trial and error, but every time I step on the field, just try to capitalize, catch the ball every time.
You talked to Jacoby a little bit about you guys golfing together. How did that come about? How did you get into golf?
Yeah, he kind of got me into it. He was golfing before, so I just picked it up a couple weeks ago. Kind of fell in love during the offseason.
It's pretty natural for you?
A little bit. It's a little hard though.
He said your chipping is better than him. Is there anything he does better than you?
Yeah, he got the driver. I'm more short game, putting.
You guys go to any course in particular? Or?
Nah, we just try to explore for sure. Every other weekend we just try to go out. But during fall, nah, we not golfing no more.
What is it that you like about that, or that you like about doing it during the summer?
Just relaxing. Don't gotta move the body as much.
Talk about your confidence level, where it is now compared to when you first got here and year by year, because you seem like a different guy, definitely from when you first got here.
I feel like the most important thing is just all the hard work I put in, just leaning back on that, relying on my training, all the hard work I put in, and then I just come out here, just not even second guessing myself, not thinking about too much and just playing my ball. And I think when I do that, I get the best performance.
I know you guys are, one game, one day at a time, one practice at a time, oriented that way, but how important is it to make the college football playoff for this group?
Yeah, it's definitely important. We got high goals, we got high standards for ourselves. So, every time, we're out here, we just try to, aim for the best that we can be. So, because we know that we got to be definitely somewhere this year.
What's been your impression of Tech Williams? He's been in camp with you guys?
Yeah, he's a baller. He's a young guy, got a young mentality, just trying to ball every time he get the field. So I feel like that's one player that we're going to rely on this year for sure.
Which defensive backs are making your life difficult?
Man, all of them, for real. All the to the vets, to the young guys, every player can ball, they got their own, unique, performance. So I feel like everyone, brings the best out of me.
Anyone in particular?
I say Candy Urlacher, for sure. He's a young transfer that came in, so he got a good mindset.
Biggest strides you've seen Jaden make between last year to now?
I feel like just getting more comfortable, trusting himself, because he knows how good he is as a quarterback, just coming out here and really just putting it all together.
Given that you were limited in the spring, is there anything in particular you wanted to work on this fall camp?
Not really. Just trying to always, better myself as a whole receiver. But obviously, the strength aspect, getting faster. I can separate from DB. So I'll say that the strength.
When do you start seriously thinking about the professional level, and how do you kind of balance that with, being part of a team?
Yeah, I feel like that just comes as it comes. I'm being where my feet are at. Just trying to be the best I can be for this season, and then anything that comes after that will come.
Okay, last one from Makai.
Okay, there's a bunch of new faces all over the wide receiver room with transfers and freshmen. Did you do anything to kind of help them along and get them going?
I think just setting a good example. I've been here, so I kind of know how things work. How the program moves around. So just making that standard high, so all the young guys know what's going on.